All right, so today we're going to have 5 common budget mistakes to help avoid, so stick around. Hello, fellow wealth builders, and welcome back to the TruFinancials channel. Of course, my name is Dennis, and on this show, we love to talk about personal finance, investing, and retirement to help build your wealth. So if you're new to this channel, definitely consider subscribing today, and do not forget to hit that little bell icon to get those notifications when new videos and live streams go up. So as I mentioned, I have 5 common budget mistakes to avoid, but if you stick around, I'll have one additional one here for you today. Okay, so the first budget mistake that I think a lot of people are making is that they are not changing their budgets. Now, this is one of the main reasons why I love doing my budget planning videos every single month with you guys, is so that way you can see budgets changing. So every single month is not going to be a cookie cutter budget from the month prior. Things do change. Life is different every single month. So we have to make sure that we plan and edit our budgets to fit accordingly. So your budget for gas in the month of January might be different than the month of June, because you might be traveling a lot more in June. So your gas budget should be higher than it is in January, or vice versa, however it works in your household. So making sure that you understand to change that budget and not have it the same is going to be one way to help avoid the frustrations of not understanding why maybe you're going over budget or going under, or not having your budgets work properly. So budgets do change. If you wanted to, you can definitely check out some of my budget planning videos, and you can see how they change every single month and that they're not the same. The way, as I mentioned, I like to do it is I'll actually copy and paste from the month prior, and then I'll do all my edits on video for you guys, so you can see those changes happening in real time, and you can understand a better way to manage your budgets. All right, so number 2 is going to be detailed budgets. So I think sometimes we think a little too much when it comes to budgets, and that it has to be very detailed or complex when it comes to our lined items. So for an example, you're not going to be sitting there writing down every single place that you want to go eat for the given month and how much it's allocated to that. So you're not going to be like In-N-Out Burgers, $10, Taco Bell's, $15, and then Applebee's is $35. No, those are going to be encompassed into one budget line called eating out budget, and then those are going to be split up, determined on how you want to spend that money during that given month. So you don't want to make it too complex. Same thing when it comes to clothing. Maybe you don't like buying clothes every single month, but then you know that, on a given month, maybe you need some new socks, or you need a new pair of underwear, or you need a new shirt, whatever it takes. Maybe every single month you have a small allocated fund for those pieces of category that maybe don't happen every single month, but can happen on a given month as well. And one example for this on my budgets is going to be my home and health category. If you have watched some of my budget videos, you do know that that category encompasses a lot of different things in the household, whether it's laundry detergent, toothpaste, body wash, toilet paper, any of those things that are a necessity for the household, because on a given month, I don't need toilet paper every single month, but one month I'll need toilet paper, and then next I'll need laundry detergent. So I'll make it a plan so that way we have a general idea of how much we want to spend, which for our household is around $35 every single month, but that will rotate with the different items that get purchased. Some months we might go closer to being a little over that, and some other months we might be closer to going under, and we can change that dollar amount if needed as well when it comes to a lot of things happening all at once. So just make sure that you understand that don't make your budgets too complex. They can be very simplistic when it comes to the items and the categories that they belong in, and then just in your head that you can split them up on what is necessary for that given month. All right, so number 3, people spend first and save second. Now, the reason this is very important when it comes to your budgets is because you need to have the opposite idea of what most people are doing. You need to save first and then spend second. Regardless if you're getting out of debt or you are out of debt, you need to know where your savings is going first before you spend all your money. Don't spend your money and then save and then spend. So make sure you have a clear understanding of where your goals are for your savings before you decide how you're going to budget the rest of your money in a given month. So definitely check that out when it comes to your budgets. Are you saving that money first? Are you having a plan for your money and then going ahead and spending everything else when it comes to your cost of living? So number 4 is going to be sinking funds. Sinking funds are a huge deal when it comes to your budgets, and they are going to be a lifesaver if you do not already have them. If you're not too familiar with what a sinking fund is, I will link a video up here for you to watch after this video, but to kind of give a quick breakdown, it is planning for the future in your budgets, so that way you don't have a huge expense coming up all at once. And a great example on my budgets is going to be my property tax that I have, where once a year I had to pay my property tax of $700 to $800, and I plan for that ahead of time by setting money aside every single month, so that way I do not have to pay that large sum of money in one go. And it makes my budgeting that much easier, and it makes it so much nicer when it comes time due for that money to be sent out, because it's already been set aside months and even a year almost aside in that regard. So definitely look into Seeking Funds. I promise you it is going to be a great way to help avoid a lot of mistakes that happen when it comes to budgeting and planning for your future. All right, so before we get into number 5 and 6, if you're sticking around for that one, leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let us know what are other mistakes that you hear or see when it comes to budgeting, maybe even some of the mistakes that you are making and that you realize and are making better strides to help your budgets get better. That way we can all help each other as a community and continue to grow and build more wealth. And do not forget to hit that like button and share this out with one additional friend to help them out. All right, so let's go ahead and get into number 5. So number 5 is not inputting your expenses until the end of the month. I think this is a big mistake that a lot of people are making, because what they're doing is they have a plan at the beginning of the month, but they don't even look at their budget until the end of the month and they plug in all their numbers and see where they're at. That doesn't really work very well. So what I would recommend at minimum is to maybe put in all your numbers once a week. So whether it's like on a Friday or Saturday or even Sunday, whatever date works best for you, sit there and plug in all your numbers so you can see where you're going. So if by week number 3, let's say you're looking at your food budget and notice that you're kind of trending a little higher, maybe that last week you kind of tone it down, and so that way you can stick within that budget. So make sure that you're inputting your numbers every single week. If you can't even do it daily, that would be more fantastic, but at least once a week, so that way you can see where you are trending on any given month. All right, so if you stuck around here for number 6, this is one thing I believe is going to be very crucial when it comes to planning your budgets, because we plan 1 month at a time when it comes to our budgets, but do we plan for the whole year? So tip number 6, I don't know what I was doing right there. Tip number 6 is going to be having a plan for the end of the year. So I don't care what time of the year it is that you're watching this video, have a plan for the end of the year when it comes to your budget. Making sure that you have a clear-cut goal to be able to achieve. Maybe have that written somewhere on your budget, or have it written somewhere else, so that way you can look at it and know, hey, why am I doing these budgets? What's the goal? What's the end result that I want to see? So if you are trying to get out of debt, have a certain percentage that you want to hit by the end of the year. Is it 25%? Is it 50%? Is it 100% debt-free? Make sure that you are aware of those goals, so that way every single month you can see the progress that you're using to get to that goal. If you're out of debt, how much are you wanting to save for investments, for your assets, for your retirement? That's going to really help you achieve those goals when it comes to making your budgets every single month, and help you avoid like burnout or the idea that your budgets are just not doing what it's supposed to do. So hopefully those tips are going to help you out when it comes to your budgets. As I mentioned earlier, leave a comment in the comment section down below if you have any additional tips when it comes to helping avoid certain mistakes that are common in a budget. That way we can all continue to help and grow each other when it comes to our financial well-beings. Thank you so much, fellow wealth builders, for watching. I really appreciate you being here all the time, and have a great day. All right, so if you made it to the end of this one, I have 2 more videos for you to binge watch. This top one right up here is going to be my most recent release, and then this one down here is going to be one that YouTube recommends for you if you'd like to continue watching.